Most people live in a loop. The same thoughts returning in circles, the same reactions arriving before the thinking does, the same patterns in behavior, in relationships, in how they see themselves, repeating without being chosen. Not because they're weak, not because they haven't tried, but because the mechanism that generates those patterns was never made visible. Two fields have spent centuries studying that mechanism. Neuroscience maps the brain, the circuits, the chemicals, the structures that produce thought, emotion, and behavior. It shows you how the loop works. Philosophy asks what neuroscience can't answer. What to do with that knowledge? What to want? What to value? Who to become? Separately, both are incomplete. Neuroscience without philosophy is a map without a destination. Philosophy without neuroscience is a destination you don't know how to reach. Above the Loop exists at that intersection. Every week, we bring together concepts, frameworks, and insights from neuroscience and philosophy, not to prescribe a path, but to make the underlying mechanism visible, so that each person can draw what resonates with them through honest reflection, in service of their own growth. Because understanding the biological and psychological processes that shape your thoughts, your emotions, your decisions, that is not an academic exercise. It is the foundation for real human evolution. In this first season, we will have new episodes every Tuesday and Friday. The first episodes directly address the essence of the loop cycle. Why might our choices not be our own? Why do we keep attracting the same situations? Does our brain work on autopilot? And, in parallel, neuroscience and philosophy applied to everyday life. Procrastination, willpower, attention, sleep, an investigation into the workings of the brain and mind. Most people will finish this video and return to the same loop, not out of failure, out of inertia. The loop doesn't ask for permission, it already has it. But the brain and the mind change when you understand them, not metaphorically, structurally. Understanding your own mechanisms literally rewires the substrate that runs them. Each person who does this, who works honestly to become more conscious, more the author of their own actions, is doing more than self-improvement. They are taking responsibility for the portion of humanity they can actually change, the part only they can build, themselves. That is what this channel is for. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and start thinking above the loop.